In this video, I'm going to be making oatmeal coconut cookies. This is from the Southern Living October 1980 magazine. So we're going to go over all your ingredients first. You need 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of firmly packed brown sugar, 1 cup of shortening melted. This is the Crisco shortening. You're going to use this whole stick, and I will melt it before we start. 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 4 cups of regular oats uncooked. I did not notice until I was here gonna make these cookies that I bought. These say protein oats, so we'll see how they turn out. It's classic rolled oats. We'll see how the recipe turns out with them being protein. I think it will probably be absolutely fine. We'll see. So there's 4 cups of your regular oats, and then 1 cup of flaked coconut. And I kept this out so I could show you. We just buy the Great Value, but we always buy the sweetened coconut flakes. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my shortening in a bowl, and I'm going to melt it, and then I'll be right back. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to combine the sugar and the shortening in our mixer until it is light and fluffy. I just realized when it said sugar, it meant both sugars. It meant brown sugar and regular sugar. It did not say that, so I did not know. So go ahead and add the regular sugar and the brown sugar at the same time. Now we want to mix in our eggs one at a time, and then once they're mixed in, I'm going to add the vanilla. You want to add your flour, soda, your baking soda, and your salt. Now you need to stir in the oats and the coconut, and I got a stiffer spoon because I think this will probably take a little bit more effort. I'm going to stir this in a little bit first, and then I'll get the oats and stir those in. This is really fluffy, so that was hardly any effort at all. But now this is 4 cups of oats, so it might be a little harder to stir. We'll see. Those look nice and stirred in to me. So now what you want to do is put this whole bowl in the refrigerator and let it chill for 1 hour. My mix has been in the refrigerator for an hour, and I have a large cookie scoop. I'm sure you're supposed to use a smaller cookie scoop. I like to use the large because I like big cookies. And Kevin has said before too that when I put them in the cookie scoop, that they're not just level, that I have them mounded. And he's right. He's right. They're mounded up. But what you want to do is you want to preheat your oven to 325 degrees, and you want to put some parchment paper on some cookie sheets, and then form this into balls. You can use your hand if you want, or like I'm doing, you can totally use a cookie scoop. And so I'm gonna see how many I can get on these pans. You kind of have to press this together, and you might even want to use your hand. I'm like pressing it into the cookie scoop, just so that's giving me, I'm hoping, like about the same size. But I am having to press it because it will want to, it's wanting to fall apart if you don't. Okay, so as you can see, I got 12 cookies. I'm going to put these in the oven at 325 for 12 to 15 minutes. I'm going to go for 13 minutes. So while these are baking, I have another cookie sheet with parchment paper. I'm going to load up with another 12 and have that ready to go. But I will show you how these look when they come out. Even though I set my timer for 13 minutes, I left them in for the full 15 minutes. And so this is how they look. They're really light cookies, honestly. But I'm going to let them sit here and cool off. And I've already put my other tray in the oven to bake. So like I showed you at the beginning, these are from the October 1980 edition of Southern Living magazine. And what's cool about the old school Southern Living magazines is it's nice that Southern Living has recipes in it now. And they have their own recipes in it. The old ones that were submitted recipes. And
like a church cookbook.
Yes, and so the recipes were submitted by, it could have been from you or me or anybody.
Your Aunt Matilda.
That wrote it down and melded in, and they would put all of the recipes in the back of the magazine. So you didn't get like pictures or anything in color like you do now, but there's some really fantastic recipes that I have found from these. So this is Oatmeal Coconut Cookies, and they are from Nancy Mulkey in Tullahoma, Tennessee.
What it looks like.
It looks like Tullahoma, Tennessee, which I've never heard of in my life. Do you know how morbid I am? I have actually tried to find the person on Facebook to see, like, what do they look like? Or are they still around today? The last person I tried to find, I could not find that person. But I thought, it was somebody in Texas. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I could find them on Facebook and be like, I made your video, you know, your recipe on this video. But I couldn't find her. So anyway, okay.
I like the ads in these old magazines. Trapeze Pep Squad.
Trapeze Pep Squad and Collin Street Bakery, and it's in Corsicana, Texas. And it looks like it's a fruitcake. It's a Texarkana, a Corsicana, Texas fruitcake.
Well, that one looks like a sauce you put on like all kinds of different
stuff. It's a Tabasco peppers and jalapeno peppers.
Green Dragon.
Yeah. Okay.
All jalapenos. I never heard of that sauce.
Mmm. I love the texture.
Mm-hmm. It's very oaty.
Oh, like yeah.
You get the texture of the oats, you get the flavor of the oats.
And even though
you choke on the oats. Went down the wrong way.
Even though the oats I bought, Kevin nor I, either one, realized that they said protein on them.
Oh, really?
The Kodiak ones,
the
Kodiak ones said protein. Doesn't matter at all. You can't tell.
These are healthy.
Yeah, you can't tell. Yeah, right. You can't tell it. You can't like taste protein or anything like that. It didn't make any difference at all. I love the texture.
Those are nice. They're it's not what I would call. I wasn't here, so I don't even know what goes into them. I don't think they're overly sweet, but they're sweet enough. It's not quite like eating a bowl of oatmeal, but it reminds you of a bowl of oatmeal a little bit. They're good. I like them.
Did you get the coconut?
I did get coconut. Coconut. It almost has like a an oatmeal, like an oatmeal raisin cookie has just that little bit of it's raisin, but this kind of reminds me of an oatmeal cookie too.
I get that.
Yeah, just minus the raisin.
You are supposed to get about 7 dozen. I cannot tell you how many I got because I'm going to be completely honest with you. While this was cold in the bowl, I probably ate.
You're eating the raw dough.
Mm-hmm. and you know what? I like it like this. I like it baked. I think it has a great.
Yeah, these are slightly warm.
Almost ooey gooey texture on the inside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I like it cold. I like that cold, raw. And if you don't have a problem, a lot of people wouldn't want to eat eggs, raw. If you don't have an issue with that, then you need to try you a spoon of this before you put it in the oven. Because I literally ate tons of cookies before I got them in there. So I knew it tasted good before I baked it. But honestly, for me, I wanted to see, do I like this better unbaked or baked? Of course, if you're serving them to people or giving them to people, you have to bake them. But make sure you've had your fill straight out of that cold bowl too, because I think they're really good.
These are good though. I like them. They're a little loose.
Mm-hmm.
But so they might fall apart on you a little bit, like one did and one didn't. So.
Well, I used this cookie scoop. I think if you used your hand
and really packed it in,
mm-hmm, then it would be fine.
Maybe, yeah. I think they're good.
Mm-hmm. So I would totally make these again.
Mm-hmm.
I think this was a great recipe. If you do buy the Kodiak protein oatmeal, just know, don't taste it at all. It's really good quality, and I think these are terrific.
Yeah, very good.
So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.